Welcome to Fun and Easy Crochet. Today we are going to be making the Fun and Easy Barefoot Sandal. Today we will be using 3 colors of yarn. We have here our center yarn, our outer petals is here, and this is our inner petals. And then we have our embroidery needle that we'll use to weave in ends, and then we have a size C crochet hook. To start, what we're going to do is loosely chain 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. Once you're done with your chain 3, we're going to go ahead and do a slip stitch into the first chain that we made, creating a circle that we are going to be able to crochet in. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to go into the center of the circle. We're going to yarn over, pull up the loop. We're just making a single crochet. So we're going to yarn over and pull through. So we're going to go into the center of the circle, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. We're going to make 10 single crochets. So right now we have 2 single crochets. So 2, there's 3, 9, and 10. Okay, with this next round we are going to be working in the back loops only. So we're going to slip stitch to the back loop. You can see here this front one is the front loop, and then this back part right here is the back loop, and that's where we're going to work our next round. So go ahead and just slide into the back loop, and instead of pulling up this color, we're going to be switching colors. So we're going to drop that color. We're going to get our outer petal color, which ours is going to be a black. We're going to just loop the black over the hook, just like so. We're going to pull that up and finish off our slip stitch. At this point, you can cut the end of the yellow so it's no longer attached. Okay, now we're going to chain 1, and in the back loops only, for this round we're going to insert our hook. We're going to be making a single crochet, so we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. We're going to yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook, making the single crochet. Once that is made, we are going to now make 2 double crochets. We do that by yarning over, insert our hook into the back loop, yarn over, pull up the loop, creating 3 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, leaving 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. We're just going to repeat that again. Yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull up the loop, creating our 3 loops. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, leaving 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. Now we're going to do a treble crochet. We're going to yarn over once, yarn over twice. We're going to insert our hook into the same stitch. We're going to yarn over and pull up the loop. We're going to yarn over. Now we have 4 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, leaving 3 loops. We're going to yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, leaving the last 2 loops. We're going to yarn over and pull through those last 2. Now we're going to work our way back down. We're going to do 2 double crochets and a single crochet. So here's 1 double crochet. Here's our second double crochet. And remember, all of this is done in the same loop, or in the same stitch. And then we do our single crochet. And now we have our first loop of our first petal of our flower. Okay, now what we're going to do is single crochet in the back loop only in the next stitch. In the next stitch, we're just going to repeat the petal pattern. So we're going to do 1 single crochet in the back loop. Then we're going to work a double crochet. Another double crochet, and remember this is all in the same stitch. We're going to work a treble crochet. Oops. Okay, work the treble crochet. Work a double crochet because we're working our way back down. Another double crochet. And then a single crochet. All in the same stitch. And then we're going to do just a single crochet in the next stitch. We're going to continue this pattern all the way around. So we're doing a single crochet, 2 double crochets, a treble crochet, 2 double crochets, and a single crochet for the pattern or for the petals in every other stitch. Okay, I'm just finishing up the 5th petal, which is our last petal. And then I've got 1 more single crochet in the next stitch. And then we're not going to join at this point. What we're going to do is go ahead and chain 20. So 1, 2, 3, 19, 20. Then we're going to take this and loop it back around and hook it in with that single crochet with a slip stitch. This is going to be our toe loop, so that's going to go up and over the toe. So that's the toe section. Now we're going to take and slip stitch into each stitch that we made. We're going to have 7 slip stitches in the first petal, and then skip over your single crochet space, and then do 7 slip stitches in the next petal. So there's 1. A slip stitch is made by just going into the stitch, pulling up a loop, and pulling it through the loop on your chain. 2. And this just gives a nice finishing edge to your flower. Okay, remember, skip the single crochet space and just go straight into the next flower. Okay, after we're done with the second petal, what we're going to do is go ahead and chain a total of 57. Alright, I've got my 57 crocheted. Now we're going to skip the first chain and do single crochet in each chain after. So we're going to have a total of 56 single crochets. Okay, I'm coming up here on the very end of my last single crochet. Oops. Now what I'm going to do is just continue my slip stitching. So I'm going to go to the first stitch on my 3rd petal and just slip stitch around it. Again, it should be a total of 7 slip stitches because you're doing 1 in each of the petal, or each of the stitches across the petal. And then once we get to this other side over here, what we're going to do is crochet we're going to chain another 57. So We've slip stitched across our third petal, and we're going to go ahead and chain 57. Okay, I'm coming to the end of my second chain of 57, and again we're just going to single crochet in the second stitch from the hook, and then in each stitch across to the beginning. So we should have a total of 56 single crochets when we're finished with this. Once again, I'm at my last few single crochet of my 56 single crochets. Now what we're going to do is just continue our slip stitching in the next two petals. So we're going to slip stitch in the first single crochet of this petal, each of the double crochets, and the treble crochet, and then we'll work our way back down. Okay, I got my last single crochet of my last petal done. What we're going to do is we're going to hold back the chain 20, and we're going to just slip stitch into the first single crochet that we made, and then fasten off. Okay, we're going to now be working in the front loops from the previous round. You can see the little lines here. We're going to go ahead and just insert our hook into one of the front loops. Make sure you get under all the strands. Just grab a loop of your inner petal color and pull it through, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead, and for these petals we're going to chain one, and if the chain gets a little bit big, you just need to pull on the tail to tighten that down. And then once we chain one, we're going to do 3 half double crochets. To do a half double crochet, you yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, giving us the 3 loops, kind of like a half double crochet, but this time we yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. So we're going to make 3 of them. So there's 1, 2, and remember these are all made in the same stitch. 3 half double crochets. Once those 3 half double crochets are made, we're going to make a single crochet in the same stitch, and that's our first petal made. So we're going to skip the next front loop and make our next petal into the next front loop. So we're going to go ahead and do a single crochet, 3 half double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then a single crochet, all in the same stitch. And then we're skipping the next front loop, and we're going to repeat the petal process in the next front loop. So 1 single crochet, 3 half double crochets, and another single crochet, all in the same stitch, and we'll have a total of 5 petals. Okay, I'm coming up to the last of my petals. And now I'm going to take and slip stitch into the first single crochet that I made. There we go. And then there's our flower. We're going to fasten off at that point and weave in our ends, and then we are finished. Thank you for working on the Barefoot Sandals with me today. For more patterns, visit craftagami.com.